Hello, everybody. Today I'm just gonna, or tonight, I'm just gonna really go over something very important, um, basically to explain what my split videos have been, since I'm sure a lot of people who are seeing it don't understand what the split message actually is. So, for those of you who are struggling to kind of grasp it, my split videos are basically the splittings of duality. So, in other words, duality is basically combining good and darkness. So, in other words, light and dark. Basically, what my split videos are is they are ways of splitting light and dark. But the main message of this video is to basically talk about what the main issues with occultists basically treating life like the Truman Show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Truman Show, but basically it's a movie with Jim Carrey, and basically what it is it's kind of like a movie that puts uh, people into an occultic perspective. So, in other words, watching people wherever they go, examining their thoughts, actions, all that stuff, pretending like you're watching this guy who's just living his life and just pretending like you're God. That's basically what the Truman Show is. Uh, and before y'all go there, I'm already aware of why it was created. But I'm just mostly going to talk about the main problem with it. The main problem with enforcing this idea. So basically, occultists who are the head of society, their main goal is to build enough technology to watch you when you're sleeping, to watch you when you wake up, to examine you, to examine you, to examine you. But the problem with this is that by doing this, you yourself are sacrificing so much of the secrets of the occult. So, this is for the occult out there. If you are somebody, if you are an occultist who is on board with that Truman Show garbage, um, and you really want to enforce that idea, I want y'all to know that you are sacrificing so much. Well, what are we sacrificing? Well, I'll tell you. One of the things you're sacrificing is the ability of accountability. So, in other words, what originally made you not accountable is now making you accountable. Basically, what I mean is what originally didn't make you accountable, which is not watching us and basically um, being rebellious, being dark, and all that different kind of stuff. All that stuff, okay, is now being transferred into accountability because you sought technology and now you're watching us. Now your secrets are being exposed. So now you have no choice but to be accountable. That's number one. Number two is the deflection of purpose. And the reason why I say the deflection of purpose is because what originally has made you guys say, oh, well, Christians are what makes me do this, now becomes Christians saying, hey, occultists have made me do this. Does that make sense? You see what you're sacrificing here? You're sacrificing a lot of your long so-called hidden secrets, which have already been known for a while. It's just that when you guys have built the internet, that's when things have been known more, right? So, which brings me to the third and final thing that you are sacrificing, and it is your knowledge. All right? You are sacrificing your knowledge to think that you are better than the church. And that's a big deal because I'm telling you right now, your knowledge being traded for silence is probably one of the most stupidest decisions you could probably do. Considering that you are in a cult that basically builds itself on denying your own rules, I think it's pretty silly to even remotely think that y'all are capable of order. So, with that being said, you've already sacrificed a lot. You sacrificed many things, and I've been exposing that in my lyricals. It's over for y'all. Duality, all of it, it falls by my hand, by the grace of God. It falls by my hand. God speaks through me, and He speaks through me to you. It's just up to you whether you take it, or whether you leave it. So, basically, for my brothers and sisters out there, my small amount of brothers and sisters, I want you to know that we've already beat the occult. It's already set in stone, guys. See, because the occult, okay, they have no choice but to sacrifice all that they have just to even remotely be close to the level of angels. In which, the things in which God can show us are going to be things that the occult can never understand. But, obviously I've bested the occult in pretty much all areas now, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now they basically have no choice but to come out of hiding, to resort to violence, and it's not going to go how they want it to. So that's basically what I got to say there. And the reason why I say small amount of brothers and sisters is because, let's be real, y'all. I only have a small amount of brothers and sisters who are not sexually immoral at heart, who are not, violent at heart, who are not, basically, you get the idea. Not violent at heart, not sexually immoral at heart. And the reason why I say at heart is because I want you guys to understand that there's a difference between sinning willfully, which is basically sinning from your heart, and basically your current heart, and sinning because you hate sin. There's a difference between that. If you go into the New Testament, Paul even talks about doing what he hates to do. Okay, there's a big difference between those things. All right, my niggas? Okay, cool. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that we've already bested the occult. And, it really don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they do. And for the occult, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. The day that we fully stop caring about you guys, the day that we fully surrender to God's will and we just push you guys aside, oh man, that's the day where y'all are going to be damned, because God will have done that himself.